Hi everyone, I am Jessica McCoy and this is my personal story intro video for EDL 853. So just a little bit about who I am. I am married, it'll be 10 years this fall. We have 4 kids, a boy who's the oldest, and then he has 3 younger sisters. We also have 3 dogs. We live in rural northwest Kansas in a really small town. And what's really neat about it is in the bottom right picture, at night we can actually see all the lights of Colby from our front yard, which we live about 8 miles west of there. I have been a high school math teacher for the past 12 years and hopefully continue to do that for a few years more. We also farm, my husband and I. We both have our regular full-time jobs and then we farm on the side. We just finished our shortest wheat harvest ever, single day. We only had one field this year. Everything out here pretty much gets planted to corn because that's what seems to do better with the lack of water that we've had. So we do stay busy with that as well. And as far as hobbies go, I enjoy being outside, mowing the lawn, and I love to cook. I have some picky eaters in my household, but sometimes I like to cook and take things to school and share with my students. As far as where I teach in Brewster, Kansas. It is a pre-K through 12th grade school, single building. I really love that about it, that everyone's in the same building because I can be or have all my children in the same building as myself. Actually, my 2 younger ones are still in daycare, and the local daycare rents out a room in the school, and so it's really nice. I've been a route bus driver in the past, so I would take all 4 kids with me to school, and then I would bring them home on the bus. And so I really like that about being in the small community. I've also been an assistant track coach, both the bus driver and track coach. I decided to give up for this coming year because I wanted to focus on finishing my master's degree, which this is my last class to do that, and then pursuing my superintendent's license as well. But I might end up getting those duties back if no one else is there to fill it because I really do enjoy doing both. I'm also part of the district leadership team, which is the same as the building leadership team in my school, and I am a class sponsor. This year, in fact, they will be juniors, and so the junior class is responsible for running concessions, and so I will be busy in the fall and winter with that. So why do I want to be a building leader? Well, pretty simple. I do enjoy leading. I do want to make a difference. I also want to see changes brought to education, especially in the math field, and just change in the way that we teach it. So I feel like being a building leader is the best place to make that happen. So as far as the leader's role in an inclusive culture goes, first off, that leader, myself, I would need a belief system. I need to believe that inclusion is important, which I do. And so I want to share that belief system with my staff. I want to show them that it's possible to customize learning for every student. You can have all of your 9th graders in Algebra 1, but learning at different paces or levels. They may not do the same exact assignment as their classmates, but they're still learning the same material. I also believe in promoting academic and social benefits that come from inclusion. Academically, those kids can still excel and succeed, graduate on time, and they also get the social benefits of just being with their classmates and being able to interact with them. So if an inclusive culture doesn't exist, my goals would be to motivate my staff to see the importance behind it and engage them in discussions of how to do it. As far as supporting advocacy, there in one of the videos I watched, it discussed raising every student beyond their own expectations. I thought that was huge because that is very true for making students be their own self advocate. Students know themselves best, so what better way to do it? And I am all for that. I believe that a big part of that is through encouraging communication between individuals. So having students advocate for their own needs is really key there. As far as my plans and strategies go, I would want to improve my school climate so that it fits all the students' needs. That would be done through respect, mutual respect across the whole building, and an understanding of the different types of cultures or environments that our students come from so that we can incorporate that into our learning. I do think it's important to provide some type of training for teachers related to inclusion. That was in one of the articles I read. And I think a way that could be done is maybe by bringing in some of the new teachers that have been exposed to it, because a lot of the new training includes that, and maybe they can help share with the other teachers simple ways of how you can include all students in your class. And then I also believe it's important to have specials, the support of the paras or the special education department. That is extremely important in order to promote that inclusion. So I believe that no school out there has enough para support, and I think that they should be brought as an important part to that. So the way I would change negativity in a school, whether it had inclusion or not, but just that negative attitude, change just has to start somewhere. So it would start with me being the leader. Again, that respect and encouragement that I talked about before, that's another thing that I would, keep reiterating with my staff is just that mutual respect will get you a long way. And that the little steps make a difference. You don't have to reinvent the wheel or completely change your curriculum. You can just make minor alterations and still be able to adapt to everyone in your classroom and meet their needs. And just always stay positive. Positivity is a mindset, and that is the best way to create that inclusive culture in your building. All right, thanks for watching.